Well, hi YouTube. I think I've never really done a video like this with, the whole cam setup and everything. It will probably look horrible, mind you. This video will obviously also take probably way too long because I'm trying to do this more or less off script, because normally for a video like this where I normally talk a whole lot, I'm doing a full blown out script, but here I just have a few words just so I don't completely lose myself. Call it authenticity, I don't know. But yeah, we are back with another, let's call it again, channel update video. I say again, even though I only did one, I think. When was it, like last year? I have my channel in front of me, so I can say it exactly. Like, when was that, 5 months ago? Yeah, it still feels to me like it was. Like, I did 5 channel updates already. I hate doing these types of videos. And again, as I said, this one will probably be way too long because I will ramble a lot. But yeah, I think it was about time that we do another one, because there's a shitload of stuff on my mind. This type of video will probably be, seen by a lot as this video, which, you know, you clip something of a content creator out of context and then be like, oh my god, ungrateful piece of shit. Because in this channel update, I will go over what's been going on in my mind, especially for the last 2 weeks, but also for a lot longer already. And yeah, a lot of it is really not that pretty. I will be perfectly honest with you. But I also want to make clear that I don't want to sound like an asshole if I talk about these things now, because at the end of the day, this is obviously, I mean, if you haven't guessed it, it's about how the channel's been going and blah 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 blah. No matter what I say now, I will always stand to that point that the fact that we got to this point where we are at right now with, the sub count and whatever, and, the other achievements like 5 million views total or whatever, that I will forever be grateful for that. I will forever be grateful for getting to this point, because it's not taken for granted at all. So thank you for that. Also, straight out of the bat, if you took time out of your schedule to click on this video and watch this right now, also massive thank you for that. This is not taken for granted as well. But yeah, talking about the whole channel thing, to put it bluntly, I don't like where this channel thing is going. It's been going a bit stale for quite a while. And especially with the whole Sons of the Forest thing, which started obviously when that game came out. It's just gotten really stale for me. And yeah, I will be the first one right off the bat also to admit that a lot of the stuff which I'm talking about, it's obviously more or less my fault, and my bad decision making in the past, which led to this point. What do I mean by this? A lot of people are not here for, all the time of the channel, so I just want to give you a very, very quick rundown, because there's one thing that is very important to know when we talk about the channel as a whole, and that's the beginning of the channel. Because at the very beginning of the channel, it was Welcome to the Game 2. It was a lot of, basically, these types of channels that, upload a clip or two about, a new game, try to push it out as quickly as possible and do compilations of that game, and a lot of people find and click on your videos because you're just the fastest, which is YouTube in a nutshell, basically. Yeah, I was pretty much one of these channels for Welcome to the Game 2. basically. You know, I did the whole thing of, you know, showing some of the enemies for the first time on YouTube. Also, I did the jump scare compilation, which got 1 million views, which is still crazy to me to even think about that we actually got to this point. But then again, not so surprising because I didn't really have a lot of competition back then. Because no one wanted to bother to go into that hole. And yeah, I basically got a shitload of attention for that right off the bat. It was pretty much, I mean, I started my channel a year prior to this, like in 2017, but in 2018 I uploaded pretty much my very first videos. Some videos are not available anymore because I deleted them because they were cringy as fuck, which I did a lot in the past, which gets me to another point later. But yeah, basically my very first video was about Welcome to the Game 2, just, you know, because back then I didn't have a mic to record, I didn't have a cam to record, I wasn't really doing gameplays, you know, some sort of YouTuber gameplay personalized stuff. And that's also important for later, for my main point. But yeah, I was pretty much just showcasing a game and people liked it a lot. I got, I think, 1,000 subscribers back then. Like, I got the whole become YouTube partner, you know, the whole threshold to potentially become YouTube partner and make money off of YouTube within a week. Which is crazy. That's actually nuts. People dream of getting to that point in, you know, years and years of working their fucking ass off. And it is important for me to mention that because this is, you know, a position which I was in, which is absolutely crazy to think about. But yeah, basically I was doing that stuff. I was also doing Forest a little bit, which also got a little bit of attention. Not that much because obviously Welcome to the Game was the main stuff. And then I took a break for half a year. And I think that's already where the shit show starts. If I had to summarize two things that I would have wanted for this channel to be different in retro perspective, which, you know, in hindsight you can tell you everything you want to. If there's two things, for one, I mean, that is unrealistic that I started my channel with 14 in the year of 2014 and covered the forest the way I did Welcome to the Game 2, because then people would know me for that, maybe. Like, obviously that's a maybe, but, you know, if I covered it in the same way, I would feel way more healthy in the spot with Sons of the Forest. But the second part is just don't do a break at the half-year mark like I did. You know, it was like the whole Welcome to the Game thing started in April 2018. Went on for a bit, you know, not really a lot of shitting out videos like a lot of people do. It was still very, very moderate, but it didn't really matter back then. The people were watching that shit like candy because, you know, it was me showcasing a game and me basically, you know, how do you say, just presenting it well, I guess you could say. But then I did, you know, the 6-month break. Then I did a few videos that I deleted, again, the whole cringe thing. And I still had some videos that had good attention. Like, you know, I finished the jump scare compilation, which people still to this day say, oh my god, they were already in part 1, why are you continuing it? It's called compilation for a reason, okay? I also wanted to make it look good, okay? And yeah, some other Welcome to the Game 2 videos, which were a little bit more personalized, which I liked. But yeah, overall, also the all ending thing. But that's basically where the whole thing ended, because then I made the transition after Welcome to the Game 2, because I've done everything with the game, to go more and more into DBD Ghost phase. Basically, I was done with Welcome to the Game 2 because I literally covered more or less everything. I know there's some things I didn't cover back then, but still, people, even to this day, still say, oh my god, where's Welcome to the Game 2 content? I miss it so much. And I have to ask myself, do you want me to do a video about the wall paint, like the, that yellow paint thing of the apartment wall? Do you want me to do a video like that? Literally? As dumb as that sounds, because I literally did everything that was to do in that game, more or less. Again, some things I didn't do, but some things were also, stupid, absolute stupid ideas that I didn't want to do. And at that point, everyone knew everything about the game anyway. So yeah, we started DVD Ghostface. It was a very, very rough hike, but I enjoyed it overall. Overall, I enjoyed it because what I basically did, more or less, and yes, I wasn't really consistent at uploading, hence why I didn't get a whole lot of, audience. So yeah, I'm not a native English speaker, that's why I sometimes have trouble with the stuff, by the way. A lot of people give me shit for that as well. But yeah, I didn't really have an audience because obviously everyone was welcome to the game too. And yeah, I was just doing my thing. I was just playing Ghostface, uploading montages of cool plays, and some people enjoyed that. Went on for a little bit longer. Some videos here and there. Then the whole scrutinized thing happened, which, if I had to summarize the whole scrutinized thing, I moved out while that was happening, and people gave me a lot of shit for it. Basically see me as the free content creator's life, and why are you not uploading yet? Up to a point where I actually got threats for some reason. If you thought only bigger content creators get threats, bloody hell, you have no idea. Even smaller ones do, because this is the fucking internet. But yeah, I only did a few videos on Scrutinized, 2 to be exact, because I also really didn't care about Scrutinized, I will be perfectly honest. I didn't really care about that game enough, and I was late and whatever. And I continued my DVD Ghostface stuff, and eventually we got to a point where I actually got a bit of audience. I pulled through the whole thing. Again, the important distinction is I didn't mind that it was such a rough road at first. Obviously, in retro perspective, it was clear that it was gonna be a rough road because I wasn't really consistent with uploading, which, by the way, I never was on the channel to begin with. Hence why a lot of the problems that I will go into later come to play. But I just had a good time. It wasn't also like DVD Ghostface was my baby. That's also a misconception a lot of people have about this channel. My personality is not Ghostface. The only reason, more or less, why I did the whole DVD Ghostface ride was because when he came out in the DVD PTB, I saw really potential in a potentially cool, dope power, and I wanted to master that power. It was nothing about, oh my god, I'm a Scream fanboy. My entire apartment is full of ghosty, sex toys or whatever, No, 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 no. It was all about, oh my god, I could do cool content about a killer power that I find interesting and eventually get into the educational side of it. Because, as I mentioned with Scrutinized, that was kind of the point where I moved out and where I also started streaming on Twitch, which didn't really go anywhere. I will get to that maybe later, but that's besides the point. The main point is, I did the DVD Ghostface stuff, people were interested in it a little bit. And yeah, we went on with, some guides here and there, continue some of the compilations, and overall, also in retrospective, then last year happened, which overall was a really, really fun year just to do the DVD Ghostface stuff. One thing that happened then though was I was just really dissatisfied with how, the whole content stuff was going, because obviously it's not all about views, but obviously I also thought a lot back about the whole Welcome to the Game 2 thing and how I didn't take a chance back then and took, that half a year break. Obviously I couldn't really do a whole lot. I couldn't, stream because my internet back then was even worse than it is now, which is holy fuck, German internet sucks, for the record. But I just think about it a lot, and I'm just like, oh my god, I really threw away a chance, and now the universe will never give me a chance again. Again, for the record, I really love the whole DBD Ghostface arc in general. It was a lot of fun doing all this stuff up until pretty much, when did it start? Last year, September or something. I don't know, at some point. I mean, that's basically when I did the first channel update video, more or less, where I was going over the meta shake-up and people complaining about Killer being OP now, which is still absurd. Killer is far from being easy, and I will continue to stand for that. And that basically resulted in me, stagnation of content. Because the thing is, I started doing, gameplay showcase videos that also went on for quite a long time, The videos on average, that is, because I wanted to show a lot of games. And then at the beginning, it was pretty fun, because it was new, which also is a pattern about content creation. But eventually it got to a point where I was thinking too perfectionistic. I was thinking every single video has to be perfect. And a lot of the matches were just also not really good. A lot of recording sessions could go down the drain. I don't have it anymore because I think I deleted. Let me see. Yeah, I deleted all of that, but for a while I had a lot of thumbnails for potential gameplay videos that I wanted to do, but I never did. Either because I tried and the whole recording session was just bleh, because either the survivors were too sweaty, the survivors gave up immediately, or there were hackers, which, happened all the time. So, if for a gameplay video, which I don't know how other people do that, to be honest, how they torture themselves into that, because I, for one, sometimes had to record for and play for literally 10 to sometimes even 20 hours to even get relatively decent games which I thought would be good for viewing pleasure. Because, yeah, obviously it's a perfectionism, but I also think to myself, no one would want to watch that if it's just, mediocre and doesn't showcase anything really. And that's where the main problem stems again from. I wasn't really consistent and uploading stuff like that. So back then when I did the channel update, I also said I wanted to do some more variety stuff, which, is fair enough, because I don't see a future in doing DBD Ghostface content, and I just don't see it. I don't see this content stagnation and me torturing myself to get somewhat decent matches going and then still not getting a lot of, I don't get anywhere, which is also a bit of a weird paradox, because think about other DBD Ghostface content creators on YouTube. Right off the top of my head, I mean, obviously there are some that, do more variety stuff, but right off the top of my head, it would be myself, as much as that sounds like too stupid flexing. SK, He does more stuff on Twitch though. He doesn't really do a whole lot on YouTube. And Kingpin, who is, more or less the Ghostface Grandmaster, which both of these channels, please check them out, by the way. Just saying. But yeah, all of them also didn't really upload a whole lot. So you would think, oh my god, Ghostface is a golden opportunity to get somewhere. Nah, it's not. Nah, it's absolutely not. Again, I don't want to sound ungrateful because I am very grateful that people are watching this shit. I'm completely to the point. I'm very grateful that people are watching my stuff and, followed me on this Ghostface journey. But overall, you're gonna ask yourself again, and again, this is going back to the Welcome to the Game 2 thing at the start. If you have a specific high point in your content creator thing, doesn't even need to be content creation, and you don't take it, you feel like a fucking idiot so long ago later. You just do. You just do feel like a fucking idiot. Because, let's compare it. This is probably not really a good comparison, but let's say, for example, in the actor movie scene, it would not be the same, but it would maybe be comparable in the slightest to, okay, you have some sort of weird, wacky performance as an actor, and then you're getting invited to, screen in, let's say in a Marvel, AAA movie production or something, and you just don't take it and you stay at indie. And it doesn't really take you anywhere. Obviously, probably, as I said, not really the best comparison, but often that does feel that way. And it kind of pains me a little bit, which gets us to Sons of the Forest. I said a long time ago that I will cover this game, and to be quite frankly honest with you, I don't like where this is going, and I don't know if I can keep this going. The difference between Sons of the Forest and DVD Ghostface in that case is that The Forest and Sons of the Forest are both games that I deeply care about. I care to them to death. The Forest is a game which gave me a lot of emotional value. Not trying to raise sympathy or anything, but The Forest is a game which, the emotional value is very Monka TOS territory. I'm not gonna mention it because of YouTube guidelines or whatever, but it is very, very Monka TOS, and I absolutely love this game to death. The reason I never really did The Forest, and I also mentioned that in that community blog post, is just because I felt the train was departing. Again, if I wanted to travel back in time, I would probably have changed that. I started my YouTube channel 2014 with The Forest, and did the same what I did for Welcome to the Game 2, but for The Forest, and see where that went. Would make me sleep better at night. But yeah, obviously I didn't do it. I didn't really grab the opportunity. I barely even did the Forest videos because I felt no one would care anyways. And then Sons of the Forest arrived, and the immediate thing what you're gonna realize, and that's kind of the lesson that I learned with Sons of the Forest, there's so much competition. There's so much competition. It's absolutely nuts, insane. Go ahead, for example, and look up for the latest update. The hang glider binocular update. Look up how many people did video on that. No wonder, I can't, get this, attention hype or whatever. Again, the only reason why this is kind of important to me is because, Sons of the Forest is very, very important to me. And obviously it's a bit, I I will admit it's pretty ego to be like, oh my god, I expected so much more, but I will also be perfectly honest with you, I did expect more, but again, this is just reality of what it is. I've not been fast enough with my uploads to keep up with the thing. For example, the story ending explained video right here was, in my opinion, an absolute failure. I thought I was being good for, being one of the first ones to upload that. Then I looked up on YouTube and saw someone uploading that a few hours prior to mine. And, it has a 1 million views now. And it's just like, well, that train departed again. Which, by the way, is also a really good video. I recommend checking it out, by the way. I don't know what the channel's name is, but that's actually a really, really good video. Just saying. Like, I'm not saying, oh my god, this video is so trash and, I deserve more because I actually put a... No. That video is also very good. He just beat me at my own stupid game. What I tried to do with Welcome to the Game 2 and succeeded back then. The whole YouTube competition fast game. And again, the main reason why I feel this kinda napped in me was because of the Welcome to the Game 2 instant. Like the incident with the whole thing of I got a really, really high. It's basically like taking drugs. It was a really, really high at the very beginning where I'm just like, oh my god, the world opens to me, gives to me, and I didn't take it, and now I feel like a fucking idiot who's trying to survive over it. Which brings me to another point, and then after that point, I think I'm gonna go into what I will actually do with this channel, because right now I'm rambling a lot about channel history and stuff. But yeah, basically that also affected kind of my liking of doing videos. I will keep saying it again. It's not only about the stupid fucking views. It's just difficult to ignore that if you have something in the back, the whole Welcome to the Game 2 success. If you have that in at the back of your head, you always feel kinda dumb for, not taking it back then, and now you are basically not like you wasted an opportunity back then. And that also translates somewhat to some video projects. For example, video project that I did a few months ago, which is probably the best video I've done on a channel so far, is about Welcome to the Game 2 again, ironically. And that was about my modded playthrough. I streamed that game on Halloween and basically sat down and turned it into a 2-hour edited masterpiece. Is it masterfully edited? No, it's not. But I think for my standards of someone who's learning to improve editing more and more, I think it's pretty nice. And then I look a bit at the view count. And again, it's not about the view count always. And I am also grateful that it got decent amount of attention. 1,000 views is not fucking bad. But you see that video, which I'm just gonna say it. It took me 150 hours to make this video. I'm a slow editor, yes, I know, but like that's a factor. I'm actually slow at editing, which also is a factor why some videos take a while to push out behind my imaginary schedule. But you see that video, 1,000 views, 150 hours of editing, and then you look back at the beginnings of the channel. A video has 1 million views of basically me just playing a game, and putting clips together with one another. And there's just part of me that doesn't sit right with that at all. There's just part of me that just, And it is that type of feeling that I get from the more and more I just look at at some of the channel stuff, it just doesn't sit right with me, that low effort shit. And yes, I'm not afraid to call it low effort shit. Got a lot of more attention just because it was the hot thing. Whereas me actually putting effort in the videos is not seen as much. Again, this is not me saying like, oh my god, this deserves 1 billion views, blah 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 blah. Why is no one watching my videos? I'm very grateful about every single motherfucker on this earth that watches my videos. It could not mean more than me than it already is. I'm incredibly grateful that we got to this point of 4,000 subscribers, and all the entire years of, people, leaving comments here and there, wholesome, sometimes funny, stupid, because they complain that I'm not a German channel, which, makes me laugh. Sometimes also a bit rude, obviously. I'm a bit of I take some things more to heart than I would like to admit, so that's kind of. But overall, just very, very good memories. And overall, very, very good reception, because it's not taken for granted. Some people, you're just gonna look a little bit around YouTube maybe, but some people are doing this as long as I do, and they are not even going past 3-digit sub counts. I'm not joking, because some things just doesn't work for them. The algorithm completely hates them or whatever, and that's just the sad reality of content creation overall. It's just a sad reality. Which also is, obviously, if I change the game subject, there's gonna be a lot of people who don't care about it. Like, I'm pretty sure that people who just stick around for DBD Ghostface might not like the whole Sons of the Forest thing at all, and they're just like, DBD Ghostface when? It's the same with the Welcome to the Game people who didn't like the whole DBD Ghostface thing. Just didn't watch that. It's just a whole content switching thing. But overall, I'm just gonna say it again. I'm incredibly grateful for everyone who ever stopped by my channel. I find it stupid that I got that point for free back then with Welcome to the Game 2, and I didn't take it again. That's stupid, but overall, like, people stopping by and especially watching the videos where I actually put a shitload of effort into them, that warms up my heart. And I also want to say, content creation is something I do absolutely for fun. I never ever monetized one of my videos, which is the whole counter argument to someone saying now, oh my god, you're bitching about views all the time, you must be so greedy for money. No, I never ever monetized my videos. Never ever. In the first place, it was meant to be a place where eventually I would just do videos for fun, which YouTube should be all about, by the way. It shouldn't be about, who can climb up the fastest and whatever. And it kind of dissolved a little bit on my channel. I will be perfectly honest with you. I disliked the whole Sons of the Forest thing because I was, and yes, I will admit it, I was, looking at shitting out low effort shit again in hopes that something sticks and, being the fastest or whatever. I don't want to do that anymore. I do not want to do it anymore. And now at half an hour, Jesus Christ, I'm talking for half an hour already. Bruh. Now at half an hour point, I just want to talk about some things that I will probably do. This might sound dramatic, but this could be the last video I will do on this channel. Because I kind of want to restart again. This channel, which you will watch this video right now, will probably more or less be turned into an archive channel, more or less. I will keep every single video up that is right here for viewing pleasure. I will also continue to do the what's it called, the Twitch VOD thing that I've been doing here. If you go on playlists, since last year I started uploading all my streaming VODs from Twitch on here, because at some point they expire on Twitch, so you can't watch them anymore, and I just wanted to have them archived. I will continue to do this archive on this channel. And maybe if I feel fancy enough to try it again and feel the stupid, feeling of trying to do a similar thing like Welcome to the Game 2, where I'm trying to go on a hype thing and low effort thing, then I might upload to this channel again. But here's the main point. I want to separate that from the actual effort stuff. I will start a new channel with, new me, new everything. Okay, that's an exaggeration, but you know what I mean. New channel where I will probably re-upload or transfer. I don't know how YouTube videos work in that way, but if you cannot transfer them, I will probably re-upload them, because I still have them all on my hard drives. Some of the proudest videos, like probably the Ultimate Ghostface Guide, the modded Welcome to the Game 2 stuff, the my Ghostface matches against Oddstava, these types of videos, which is like 5 or 6 videos of them, which are my proudest ones. I will re-upload them on the channel, and on that new main channel I will focus on uploading stuff that is, high quality artistic, because I want to make this channel really about me doing videos, me enjoying doing complex videos and not shitting out stuff again. Like, really about the whole thing of I want to do videos that take maybe a long time to do, and that are, as quality as possible. Doesn't mean everyone will like them, but just, to get to a quality standard, and also to start again. To start again at 0 subscribers, because I've talked about this way too much in this video already, but I always sometimes question what 4,000 subs even mean, if a lot of them give me the impression. I don't know how it is in reality, but a lot of them give me the impression a lot of the sub count is just people that subbed back then when Welcome to the Game 2 stuff was in there. And me looking at the sub counter and me being proud that I made it here doesn't change the fact that I also think to myself, whoa, I have 4,000 subs. But my videos are still doing so poorly, You know what I mean? I just wanna start back at 0 subs. And I want to be happy again to reach a milestone in subscription, because I'm doing videos that people enjoy, that are quality, and also people that enjoy that it is me and not some random dude who, just uploaded some clips about a game, if that makes any sense. I just wanna be happy again. And yes, that will sound very dramatic, so excuse me for that. I just wanna be happy again if we reach 100 subs on that new channel, and me being like, oh my god, I did cool quality stuff, and people enjoyed that, and we reached a milestone. I just wanna be happy again when a video hits 1,000 views, which, would be, an insane thing for this new channel, And me being like, oh my god, I put actual effort into this video and didn't just shit it out. And people watched that and enjoyed that, I just wanna also have that feeling of happy about the smaller things again, and not being trapped into this, well, trap, that I am right now with, you have 4,000 subscribers, you have 5 million views, but it doesn't reflect in what's going on in the channel right now. I just want to feel that new, fresh, new hope. I can't speak anymore. Excuse me. But yeah, I just want to feel a new start of the channel. That's all I want. And also feel that that's my channel and not some random guy who just uploaded some random clips and got a lot of attention for it. As a channel, that did... I just want to feel like a channel who did stuff that is, my stuff, that put a shitload of effort into his videos, and, also that is me. That's someone who, for example, did, a stream highlight, and that is me, and just get the feedback, okay, do they like it, do they dislike it, and not, this weird shit we have going on this channel right now. But yeah, I'm rambling way too much, excuse me for that, but yeah, I just want to get it off my chest. I have a lot of ideas for this new channel, obviously already in the pipeline. A lot of it will be long term though, which... that's probably the one thing I'm scared about, that I will still not be consistently uploading, because I'm also a perfectionist about when it comes to, okay, what type of video do I want to make? Because I have some ideas. For example, for Sons of the Forest, I have a lot of ideas about videos that could be very high quality, very not seen before on this platform. But I would need to wait until that game updates, for example, and some new features come in, for example, So the only thing that I would be afraid of is that I will still not yet be consistently uploading, but at least it would be way more quality, and I would sleep better at night knowing what this thing actually does in terms of, view and sub count, and not, hide behind the fact that I had such a rapid past and I didn't take it. Anywho, I'm sorry that I rambled a lot today. Again, I'm not a natural English speaker. I try to do this mostly off script. And honestly, not much else to say. This will mark the end of an era, and I'm looking forward to what will happen next. I don't know when I will set up the new channel, by the way. I will probably do that over the next few days, maybe, but nothing concrete yet. And again, thank you so much for watching this video and all my shit that I put out over the last few years. I hope that the new channel switch will only prove better stuff, and also make me happier again about actually putting out quality content stuff, and get feedback immediately. Again, it's not only about the shit load of views, but I just also want to know where I stand, and if possible, I will never 100%, but if possible, suppress and forget the whole, oh my god, I missed an opportunity back there thing. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching and sticking around for all the years. I know some people have been here for years, and I couldn't say anything other than just thank you. I think thank you doesn't make it justice how much it means to me, but I don't honestly know what to say other than that. I'm terrible on that, but yeah. Other than that, have a great rest of your day and take care, everyone. Bye bye.